Farts, flatulence, passing gas. Call it what you like, but everyone cuts the cheese. While it is often embarrassing to admit, on average a person farts 5 to 15 times a day. It's a completely normal part of digestion, so letting it rip is important to letting the gas built up in your body out. At the same time, this seemingly harmless mechanism becomes silent but deadly when used at a global scale. Not to us, but the environment. See, the agricultural industry isn't exactly known for being ecologically sustainable, mainly because of abuse of fertilizers and pesticides, use of heavy machinery, and deforestation. At the same time, agriculture is absolutely vital for providing food for the ever-growing human population of 8 billion. In order to distribute said food, various means of transportation are used, which again creates a large amount of carbon emissions. The agricultural sector accounts for almost 26% of all greenhouse gas emissions, and release of gases from farting of animals accounts for most of that. The intestinal gas released by living beings is composed of various gases like nitrogen, hydrogen, carbon dioxide, oxygen, and the most dangerous of all, methane. Methane levels in the atmosphere increase just as flatulence does. Methane traps heat and causes a little, slightly worrying event known as global warming. In a nutshell, here's what might happen due to increased methane emissions. There are two very pressing short-term effects. The first is that methane is one of the major air pollutants that has major negative health effects. The risks primarily include heat stroke, heart attack, higher blood pressure due to blockages in blood vessels, asthma, and other heart and lung-related diseases. Secondly, and maybe more importantly, methane emissions increase the frequency of natural disasters like floods, wildfires, and tsunamis due to its role in the changing of surface temperature. What we saw a few years ago in Australia is only the beginning. Methane emissions from livestock represent about 40% of total anthropogenic greenhouse gas emissions from the agricultural sector, and based on current data, it seems that it'll increase substantially in the coming decades. The livestock sector, being an important source of economic growth and livelihoods, has many dualities, and they all vary from region to region. However, there is growing awareness about improving the conditions of rearing these livestock with environmental performance in mind. Well, it's safe to say, your farts, they matter. Moving away to Mars is not a solution for all of us, but there are other answers to this, so do stay tuned.